When you first get your username and password for the Pallant Medical dashboard, I recommend you go first of all to the Google website, www.google.co.uk, and what you'll find here is a sign in button in the top right hand corner. Now click on that and then sign in using your Pallant Medical email address and the password that you've created. So I'm going to sign in here as our test person, Bart Simpson. And his password. So I'll get a message coming up here saying Google accounts welcome to your new account. Accept that and continue onto your account. And here we have the front page with your Pallant Medical email address in the top right hand corner. You've now signed into the Pallant Medical into the Google domain, but to get into the Pallant Medical area, the simplest way to do that is just look at this bar here on the left and click on Mail. Don't click on any of the others because that won't get you into the Pallant area, but click on Mail will. And that's now calling up the Pallant Medical dashboard, and you'll get an introduction screen about the way that the mail looks. And now you'll see here the top row across the top left has changed. This is your mail area, your calendar, documents, Pallant Medical website, YouTube videos, your email groups and more. Now what we suggest you sign into first of all is your activate your Google Plus account, and you do that by clicking on your name and you'll see join Google Plus. This allows you to add your photograph and set your get your email and everything going. So select your gender, select your date of birth, and then click on here to add a photo. Here's one I created earlier. You can size the screen to however you want it, and then set that as your profile photograph. Now this will act as your photograph for your when you send and receive email, when you're doing chats with other members, but also for your Google Plus account. And I'm going to explain what that is during this tutorial. Click on Upgrade. You now have a Google Plus account within the Pallant Medical domain. You can add other colleagues from outside Pallant Medical, but I'm going to skip that for now. Better with friends, but continue anyway. If you've got some friends on Pallant Medical, searching here may well pick them up. I'm going to type in Richard Fieldhouse. There I am. Oh, there he is. And it says Richard Fieldhouse and Pallant Medical Chambers, and this should come up with any member in your chambers, any member across the whole Pallant Medical organisation, chambers managers, directors, chambers leads, etc. You can add them to a circle of friends, family, acquaintances, or I'm going to create a new circle here called Chichester Chambers, and to this I'm going to add other members from my Chichester Chambers at a later date. But there we go, that just explains a little bit about what the circles are for. And now I've added Richard Fieldhouse. I can add celebrities, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to continue anyway. I can add some more information, change my picture, whatever, but I'm going to finish. So that's now created my Google Plus profile, and I can see what articles this guy Richard Fieldhouse has been adding to Google Plus. But I'm going to add my own one because actually I've just seen on the BBC website a really interesting article about increasing your drinking to 5 days a week. So I'm going to copy the web address there. I'm going to right click on it. Whoops, not what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy it. That's left click, and I'm going to add that to my Google Plus stream. and then I'm going to paste, right clicking, and then I'm going to share that with people just within Chichester Chambers. So I'm going to click on Chichester Chambers. Obviously I've only got one person that I'll be sharing with at the moment, but that's all I want, and I'm going to then share that. So everybody within the circle that I've created called Chichester Chambers will be able to see that post I've made. This could be also information from a local hospital. I could also share stuff from the Pallant Medical members only area as well. It doesn't matter because in order to see inside the members only area, one has to log in with one's username and password anyway. So that's pretty much the Google Plus setup, and you can explore that otherwise at your leisure. And you'll also see now it's got my first name here in the top left hand corner. What I'm going to do now is go to Mail, my email account, and I'm going to set myself up with a signature. I'm going to do this by clicking on Settings, clicking on the cogwheel, clicking on Settings. And there's going to be a whole load of ways I can customize my email, change various tabs and colors and all sorts of clever stuff. But just for now, I'm going to add myself a signature. So I'm going to scroll down. There's my signature. I'm going to click in the box, press return to little space, and add in my name, Dr. Bart Simpson. And I'm going to put in my email address, bart.simpson pallantmedical.org.uk. There's my email address, but I want it to actually work as a hyperlink, so when people press return, so when people click on it, it actually works as an email. So I'm going to highlight it, the whole thing, make sure there's no spaces at the end, and then I'm going to click on the link, and it's immediately converted it to a link. And then I'm going to tell people that I'm from Pallant Medical Chambers. And I'm going to make that bold. So double click on it, and I'm going to click on bold. And then I'm going to put in the Pallant Medical logo. And I can do this by clicking on this picture of some mountains, insert image. And the web address, the image URL for the Pallant Medical logo is www.pallantmedical.org.uk/sig, SIG for signature, and JPG for JPEG format. As soon as I do that, it pings up with the picture. I can click OK, and there we go. Dr. Bart Simpson with my Bart Simpson email address, name of the chambers, and that's for all the 20-30 odd members we've already set up accounts for. We've all done it using that format. Click on Save Changes, and now when you go to compose an email, that'll automatically get included. I'm going to discard that. And that's all about setting up your Google Plus account initially and set up your signature using email. Thank you.